VAC Live started banning cheaters in CS2 right in the middle of games, but this only happens sometimes. Cheaters have figured out that some modes don't even seem to have the same anti-cheat protection, allowing them to run wild. Even after all the recent updates, there is still a lot more to come for both VAC and Overwatch, as both seem to not be completely finished. Many cheaters have started to do their own tests on how effective the new anti-cheat is. It's reported that some cheats may ban you within one game of using it, while something like bunny hops may still take multiple matches just to get fully detected, and given the new VAC cooldown. Even though in the ban wave they took out all the cheaters and the ones promoting cheats from the leaderboard, some are already back like nothing happened, so hopefully Valve looks into these specific accounts. Cheaters have figured out how to get around the new VAC and avoid the 24-hour cooldown. All they have to do is just play a different mode. The VAC update flags cheaters' gameplay as irregular and then puts them on a 24-hour cooldown, but when you cheat in a different mode, nothing happens, or it takes a lot longer than it usually would. You can see cheaters specifically playing in competitive now because they can run rampant and get 40+ kills without a ban for multiple games on end. While in Premier with the current VAC system, they would have stopped within the first few games. That said, obviously Premier isn't just clean of cheats either. Just today, when I wanted to play a game, I ran into a spin botter. No VAC Live in my game, but hopefully it kicked in shortly afterwards. In terms of the recent ban waves, now some of the accounts are starting to get their game bans tracked and shown on their profile. And they say that you need to subscribe right now. The numbers will continue to creep up as time goes on, but you can see on Convars the number of VAC bans from today and yesterday have taken a huge increase and will really just continue to go up. Don't just focus on the actual number of bans. A lot of the previous ones are only now just starting to go live, and there's definitely a lot more that will just continue to get tracked. It seems things are on somewhat of a 48-hour delay if we assume what's tracked for May 2nd is really April 30th when the new VAC bans started, and what's tracked on the 3rd is just May 1st when VAC Live really started to stop matches. Players have tried estimating their own amount going by the total number of Premier spots which got removed, and it's said to be anywhere from around 20,000 to over 60,000, but we really don't know any official numbers, so hopefully Valve comes in and gives us an official statement maybe by the end of the month, and we're not just actively in the middle of all the bans. Now from CS stats, they currently have over 1,000 game bans on May 2nd, with more VAC bans coming for today. Although Valve tried to clean out the Premier leaderboard, the top competitive players for maps like Dust and others are either cheaters themselves or are playing with cheaters to boost their rank, while they just do nothing and haven't received any bans yet. But now with recent updates, Valve is starting to address this by not only flagging and giving a cooldown to these cheaters, but also any members of their party. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a similar ban wave, but maybe to the competitive side of things. Some cheaters have began running tests to see how quickly they get banned while rage cheating in regular competitive matchmaking, which came to these results. 180 FOV, AWOL, rapid fire, bunny hop, and silent aim seemingly didn't trigger VAC. But when they were using things like no spread or anti-aim, that did trigger the new VAC Live. This is only right now with the current state of the anti-cheat, but I'm sure Valve has something planned similar to how when they updated VAC for Wingman a few years ago, and they thought it was very successful, saying the conviction rate for that mode was 99% for a while. So hopefully we see more detection to some of the other cheats that are very popular. We also are due for Season 2 of Premier. And with Valve focusing on Premier cleaning out the leaderboard, it makes it seem they're just getting things ready to drop the next season, which also makes sense why that seems to be the main focus right now. Now it's easy to hate on Valve and VAC, but we need to appreciate at least it's not as bad as Vanguard. People think it's the holy grail because it has a kernel level anti-cheat, but they just had a huge problem this week, which was bricking players' PCs, and Riot pretty much just laughed at them. So we may have just had a few rough months, but it should be clear now. Valve is making steps to fix this issue for at least the time being. Expect things to continue to get updates and improve, as every update right now we get more information for VAC or Overwatch, and demos just keep improving, hinting that Valve is making sure things are smooth before they potentially push it live to more players. Of course there's still cheaters in Premier, but at least with the new system they have a chance of getting banned quickly mid-game, and as Valve gathers more data it will just continue to improve. Now we won't know the full ban numbers for at least a few days or even a few weeks, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss any CS2 news.